I'm Chez Pride. Welcome to a new Sims 4 mini-series here at my channel. And basically in this one, I want to live my quote dream life and see how long it takes me to complete my soul's journey. So I already posted the video where I gave myself my quote dream makeover for this living situation that I'm in. And then off camera, I built myself my quote dream home, which is basically a goth, modern, renovated mini castle Victorian type building, but decorated with all my favorite colors and like a spooky theme. So I will show both of those off, and then we are going to jump into gameplay, set up my life, start making goals for my soul's journey, and then playing out my quote dream life. So first, in case you missed the makeover video, let me go ahead and show off my makeover and introduce my pets, because it wouldn't be a dream life without some fur babies. So whenever I make a new save file for a series on this channel that I'm going to be playing more than a couple of episodes of, I tend to go through and customize the world just to make it a little bit more fun and not just totally base what we get in the game. So I'll go through and add like fun characters that you might recognize or just cute Sims off the gallery, as well as add in like custom lots. I don't like bulldoze a bunch of lots. I normally just add on to the blank lots, but I like enjoying different builds off the gallery. And this time around, I went through and I actually bulldozed all of Glimmerbrook and turned it into like a Victorian mansion mini neighborhood. So Glimmerbrook only has 5 lots. So I turned one of them into like this spooky park vibe. And then I also went ahead and put like a Victorian style type bar. And then there's 3 houses. So 2 of them are like black Victorian style mansions, and then our house is like a Victorian style gothic castle type vibe, but it has my own twist on it. It's kind of modernized a little bit, and it's decorated in all of my favorite colors. So our house definitely stands out the most, but I am obsessed with it. But with this neighborhood, I tried to kind of fit the vibe of it with my outfit, because I'm going to be working from home, and then mostly the other place we're going to be visiting is the Magic Realm, because our house is literally right next to the portal. So I kind of tried to dress for that vibe. Now I gave myself some more regular outfits. They're not all like what I would wear to a modern Ren Fair pretty much, but I tried to still make it to where if I went outside in this neighborhood, I wouldn't look completely out of place. I mean, I feel like we'll probably end up going other places besides this neighborhood in the Magic Realm, but this is probably where we're going to be most of the time. And I figured it wasn't too far off for me to dress like I was living at a modern Ren Fair, because I do work at a Ren Fair twice a year, and I grew up going to Ren Fair. So I have Ren Fair clothes that I wear quite often, so it's really not that far of a stretch. But also, I'm just a spellcaster, so I felt like I had to dress that part as well. But as far as my personality goes, I try to stay mostly true to myself, but give myself a little bit more self-confidence. So pretty much, I gave myself the friend of the animal aspiration, because I felt that was very true. Like, I have a ton of animals in real life. I also have helped find animals' homes and rescued animals, and I've put puppies, and I've just done a lot of stuff with animals over the years. I've had a lot of animals over the year, so I felt like Friend of the Animals was most accurate. And then I went ahead and gave myself the geek and creative trait, because I felt like those were 2 of my good personality traits that are true to me. But then, before I gave my sim the makeover, she actually had the socially awkward trait. So I traded that out with the self-confidence trait, because I feel like in my dream life, I wouldn't be socially awkward and I would be self-confident. But like I said, that's a dream life. But that's the personality. And then as far as up close, I did give myself pointy ears and vampire teeth. Now, if I could choose one body modification, I have I have a couple I would do if I could afford it, but if I could just choose one, it would definitely be either tattooed eyeliner or pointy ears. So I went ahead and gave myself pointy ears, and the vampire teeth are just fun. If I didn't have an implant where my canine was, I would definitely get fangs like that are like permanent on there, but I don't want to mess up the implant I had braces for 12 years for. So, wouldn't want to do that. But then, like I said, I would give myself tattoo eyeliner because in my dream life, I would wear makeup all the time because I feel like it makes my sim look better. And also, I just like how I look with makeup on. But in real life, I only wear makeup when I go out. And I mean, like, go out, like, to an event, not, like, just to go to the store. Like, when I go to the store or to work or I'm just chilling at home, most of the time I don't have makeup on. But in my dream life, we're going to be wearing makeup all the time. And then I base my hair off my real hair. Basically, my hair is like this, slightly shorter, but it has a black layer underneath and the bangs cover a little bit more of my forehead. But most of the time, my regular sim wears like the short hair up to the shoulders because normally the color goes up to the shoulders and then it's black the rest of the way down. But I just went ahead and gave myself long hair because it's my dream life, and in my dream life I would have super long hair. So that is what we look like up close. Now let's go through the outfits. So like I said, I was trying to go for like modern Renaissance vibes. So like I live at a modern Renaissance fair is kind of the vibe I was going for. So we have like this gothic dress with the skull belt and these gothic gloves and Converse because I am a Converse collector. And then as far as everyday wears, we have 5 outfits because I like to see Sims change outfits. So we have this outfit and then we have a more regular outfit. I felt like this wouldn't look too out of place in the neighborhood, but it definitely looks more modern. And it also has the rainbow chrome on it, which I'm obsessed with. Then we have this little cute numbers, a short little like emo dress, I would say. It has like the skull tights and some short stompy boots. And then we have this outfit. This is definitely more of a chill outfit, but I thought it gave like slight pirate vibes, which I was obsessed with. And then also just a comfy outfit to wear around the house because I like wearing comfy outfits with no shoes. And this seems like something I would wear around the house in real life. And as far as formal wear goes, I have one dress that is based off my wedding dress in real life. It just like didn't have see-through sleeves and it had a corset moment. But other than that, I pretty much looked like this. And then I have some more like outfits for other occasions. So I have this like non-dress option because I didn't want all my outfits to be dresses because most of the time I don't wear dresses. And well, that's not true. I more wear skirts than dresses, but I like to wear a good pantsuit moment with a nice blouse. That's like my typical wear I would wear to like a funeral or something. And then we have this cute little party dress. I don't know when I would wear this in real life, but it was so cute I couldn't help myself. And then we have this outfit, which is most accurate to like what I would wear to a formal event most of the time. Like I feel like this is pretty true to my actual style. We also have like a super fancy formal outfit in case we get invited to like a super fancy formal place because I don't know what's gonna happen in this series. I just want to have an outfit for all the occasions. And then as far as athletic wear goes, I don't feel like I'm gonna need these 2 outfits very much because I'm not that much of an athletic person, but we do have an athletic category, so I went ahead and gave myself 2 outfits. And then sleepwear, I definitely feel like is the most true to what I wear most of them. So like this is definitely 100% accurate what I wear. I have like my hair up, a little bra or tank top on, and some pajama pants. And then I also have the same outfit but with shorts because, sometimes during the summer it gets hot. And then this is the outfit that's not very true to myself, but I felt like it fit the vibe of the house, so I went ahead and gave it to myself. And then this is also something I would sleep in minus like the actual jacket part. I just thought it was cute for like loungewear. And then I also had to give myself a rainbow shirt in here somewhere, so I went ahead and gave it to myself in my sleepwear. And then as far as party wear goes, this is probably the most accurate to what I would wear in real life. Like I feel like this is pretty spot on what I would wear to like a birthday party or something. And then we have this outfit because I felt like it fit in the neighborhood. It's not my favorite outfit, but it definitely fit the vibe of the neighborhood in case we get invited to like a house party there or something. I don't know. And then we have this outfit, which I don't know if I'd be confident enough to wear this in real life, but in my dream life I am because it is cute. And then we have swimwear. So I went ahead and put my hair up in pigtails for swimwear. I cannot French braid in real life, but this is about the length of my hair when it's up in pigtails, so I thought it was accurate. So this is like the most accurate to what my actual swimwear looks like. And then we have this zip up swimsuit, which I think is my favorite out of all my swimsuits. And then I went for like a slip moment for like when I'm at the pool, but I don't want to be in the water. And then for hot weather wear, I went ahead and put my hair up in a braid and then gave myself some outfits. So I don't wear shorts out in public a lot. So even when it's hot weather, most of the time I'm wearing skinny jeans. So I gave myself like skinny jeans with rips in them and then the Converse and a nice blouse because I felt like the blouse like kind of tied me into the neighborhood. And then we have this outfit, which I would wear from the bottom down. I don't know if I would be confident enough to wear this shirt. I like this shirt. It's just the sleeves I would want to be longer, but I still thought it was really cute with the outfit. And then we have this like witchy dress. This is the only time I'm dressed in gold because I'm not a big gold fan, but I loved this dress. Like I thought it looks so nice, and also I feel like it would be like super cool in hot weather. We have this outfit, which is basically just a more basic version of the everyday outfit. I don't know, I just wanted something a little bit more simple. And then for cold weather wear, I am constantly wearing this beanie, but basically I gave myself just a couple of comfy but nice cold weather outfits. So we have like this miniature trench coat moment with some skinny jeans and fuzzy boots. We have the same situation but with the oversized Sims hoodie, which I feel like this is most accurate to what I would wear in the cold weather. And then we have this more like nice blouse because I felt like it fit in with the neighborhood while I'm wearing pants. So that is all of my outfits. And then of course I had to have some of my fur babies. Now, I do not have all of my fur babies. In real life, I have a cat and 3 dogs. I also have a turtle, but in this series, I'm just going to have a cat, a dog, and a crow. So I felt like 3 dogs in The Sims was a lot. So I only chose one of my dogs. Now, like I said, I have 3 dogs. I have Mama Dog, Braxton, and Gerard. But Mama Dog and Braxton, I share custody with other people. So Gerard is like my baby. Like the one that will always stick with me no matter what. Like I don't share him. So I went ahead and gave myself my dog Gerard. And yes, this is pretty much what he actually looks like. Like he was literally like laying on the bed as I was making him. I was just looking at his markings. But this is Gerard. He's a Pitsky. I rescued him from the shelter and he is the sweetest thing ever. Like he is such a cuddle bug. So I went ahead and gave him the friendly, smart, and glutton trait because I felt like all of those were super accurate. And then I have one cat and his name is Mr. Malley and he is a like orange tabby type cat. He is super cute and he is super affectionate. So we have him being affectionate, playful, and spoiled because he is a little spoiled. Like he's the only cat in the house. He's spoiled. But that is my little family that we're going to be playing with. Now let me go ahead and jump into the game and I can go ahead and show off my dream home. So I am fully aware to the average person that likes an average home, this looks super odd. Like it is an odd build in general, but it is based off my personal style, which is odd. So basically this is like my personality put into a house. Now I am personally obsessed with Tudor styled homes, log cabins, and Victorian mansions and castles. So I tried to put the Victorian mansion and castle together. And like I said, I tried to give like my own personal spooky vibe. I mean, there's literally like a 12-foot to 24-foot skeleton in my front yard, which would be an actual goal of mine in real life. I would love to have a 24 to 12-foot skeleton. But I tried to give like that creepy, almost Halloween-y type vibe, but pretty much based everything on my favorite colors, which is black, obviously, and then purple, teal, silver, and then neon green, but I ended up just using a bunch of green in general. It's not just all neon green. I did a bunch of plants and stuff and whatnot. That is kind of the vibe we're going for here. Like I said, I was trying to fit it into the neighborhood, and like this is the kind of homes that I put in the neighborhood. That's kind of the energy I was trying to channel, but with my own personal vibe. So let's go ahead and take a look at the house. So basically, there's not a lot of grass area. I did put enough for like my dog to have room to like go potty and whatnot, but I mainly didn't give myself grass because I'm actually personally allergic to grass. But basically, this is like the front of the house. You would go through this gate here and you would get to this little strip of a side yard that will lead us into the backyard. And then this is like the side of the house. And then I will go through the backyard more closely when I'm in the middle of the actual tour. But this is like the overview of the backyard and the back of the house. And then this side of the house just has like a bunch of vines and whatnot because I've always been obsessed with vines. And then this tower has a bunch of pretty windows and like a star top on it. But basically, you come up to the house to the front patio. There's this huge skeleton with a woohoo blanket because I thought that would be fun. There is a balcony up there because I'm obsessed with the balcony, but I'm also obsessed with a fun front porch. So I have like this little covering with like plants on it, and then on the front porch, because I didn't have room for it in the backyard, I actually went ahead and put the grill area. So you have the mailbox and the trash can up on the porch because I don't want to walk out in the yard to go to the mailbox. I'm lazy. And then we have like the sitting and grill area. I don't know. I just felt like I needed a grill. I have always had one. So there is a grill there, and then there's like a seating area on the front porch, and then this is the front entranceway, which I'm obsessed with. It is so cute. I love these like flower lights and this gothic door. And then you come in and there's this little mudroom section. So we have like a built-in bookshelf with some decorations, a little place where you sit down and take your shoes off, a mirror for you to check yourself out at. We have a little candy bowl, an alarm system. There's skull lights above the front door. And then to the right is the pet room. So I had an extra room. I was like, you know what? My animals have rooms in my house in real life. I feel like I should have a room in this house for just the animals. So there's like a bunch of cat trees, and there's also a litter box. There's some toys for them to play with, and then I put a couch for Gerard to sleep on because he is definitely a couch sleeper when he has a couch to sleep on. And then when you come in this way, this is how you get to the main living area. So it's like one big living area all put together. So in this corner, we have the tea bar. I personally don't drink coffee, but I do love a good tea. So we have a tea bar instead of a coffee bar with like the rainbow pride hearts. I also have a speaker here for music. And then next to it is the dining space. So I am obsessed with a good round table. So I went ahead and gave myself a round table. It was some fancy decorations in the back and a fruit bowl because I love a good fruit bowl. And then here is the actual kitchen area. So I tried to give myself some like bar seating. I put some cookies and stuff out because I do love making holiday cookies. And then across from the bar seating is the sink area. So we have the little sink and washing machine because I don't want to wash dishes by hands. And then we have some appliances. So we have like a crock pot and a hot pot and a little drink tray. And then over here is the cooking and refrigerator area. So we have the life and death refrigerator to go with the life and death counters, as well as the life and death oven. It has gold on it, which I'm not obsessed with, but you know, this is fine. I have some knives on the wall and some more appliances, including a little timer because I always had a timer growing up in my actual house when I was a kid, so I like a kitchen timer. And then if you go over here by the bar area, we have a miniature like living room space. So we have a big TV with a bunch of different game consoles. I kind of did like Halloween-y type decorations around the TV. I have a teal rug in this nice little sitting area. It's a tight squeeze for a sitting area, but I still thought it was cute. And then I'm not like a big enough drinker that I'd probably have a bar in real life, but I figured the extra seating was nice, and if I did throw a party, we would already have a bar, but I don't know if I'll ever actually throw a party. I just needed something in this corner and it fit, and I put my digital sketch pad there to give myself a reason to sit there. So I was like, okay, if I'm not going to be using it to like actually be a bar, I could go ahead and just give myself a reason to sit there. And then if you go out this door, we have the area where the pool is. So you can come around, and this is what the little doorway looks like. So I have like a cat tree next to what I'm considering a cat safe plant. All my plants are going to be cat safe, okay? And dog safe. I have a little meditation area. We have a little clutter area. So I have stuff for like the pool with the towels and I'm pretending that's like sun lotion. And then I have like some pillows if you want to like lay out in the loungers. I have a drink tray as well as my water bottle and some plants I'm trying to grow. I have some shoes to go out in the yard in because like I said, I am allergic to grass. And then I gave myself like this nice round pool. I've always been obsessed with a round pool. So I gave myself like this oval round pool. I also gave myself an in-ground hot tub with like a covering over it. I don't know. I just thought it was fun. And then we also have like a lounger area with like some sim plum bobs. And then if you go down this little staircase, you can come over here into like the fire pit area. I always love a good fire pit. And then I have like the backyard, so it has like the back gate that leads out. And then I also thought it might be fun to do some dog training with Gerard. So we have that. And like I said earlier, we have this path that goes back to the front yard. And then if we go back inside, we can come this way. And like I said, all of the house is based off my favorite colors. But I also included red because the bathrooms are red. And red's not technically one of my favorite colors, but I do love red and black combined. So both the bathrooms are red and black. So this is like the guest bathroom. So like if someone was staying over or they just had to use the bathroom while they were here, in my head, this is the bathroom that they would use. So this is the guest bathroom, quote unquote. And then if you go upstairs, we have access to the other bathroom. So first you have this little yoga corner because I needed something in this corner. And I do actually enjoy yoga. I don't do it as much as I need to, but I do enjoy it. And then you could access my bathroom from right here. But also, and there's the family portrait. But also, if you go around to the hallway where these pretty windows are and this seating area and all these paintings, you can go down here to my door to my bedroom. And then as soon as you come in the bedroom, you can also access the bathroom this way. So I can easily access the bathroom from downstairs or upstairs. And then it's like a little Jack and Jill bathroom. So we have like a tub shower combination, a sink moment with towels on the wall. But also I made the toilet room like private. So there's just a cute little toilet moment here. And then if we go back out into my room, this is like what I would consider my get ready area. So like this is where I would sit and put on my shoes and do my makeup and all of that. And then if you go this way, there's like this miniature changing station. If I had changed one thing about this room, I would have made this one tile bigger, but I had already built the house, so I didn't want to like rebuild it. So we have this little miniature changing area, and then we have the rainbow and black bed situation with a canopy because I love a canopy over a bed, and it has like a fan next to it and my headphones and water bottle. So that is my bedroom. We also have this painting and a little cat tree moment with a pride flag. And then if we go over here, this is like the guest bedroom, but this is my favorite room in the whole house. So it is like this neon green and black room. It has like a crow vibe. I don't know, I'm obsessed with it. It's literally just a guest room in case someone comes over and spends the night, but I love it. I'm kind of jealous this is not my room, even though I really like my room as well, but this is, I'm obsessed with the black and the green. And then if you go here, there's this room, and this is the butler's room because I do not want to clean my house, so I am hiring a butler. So I gave him a little living area. It's kind of blank, but I wanted him to have room to put his stuff or her stuff, whoever it is. And then you come out this way. This is how you access not only the balcony that looks onto the front yard, but also my office. So I want to be a streamer in this series because I have plenty of money. Well, I have a good amount of money, but it will run out with me having a butler and animals and just living my life. So I do need a job. So I'm going to be a streamer. So this is like my office area is very much cat and rainbow themed. So we have the little entryway with our tree desk, and then we have some cat trees or a cat tree, a little seating area with a decoration box for the holidays. My little streaming area and gaming area has a TV, a computer set up, a little Grogu because my turtle's name is Grogu. And then if we go up this ladder, since I'm a spellcaster, I needed somewhere to have a witch's cauldron because I would totally have a witch's cauldron if I was a spellcaster. So we have like our little potion making area, and then also bubblers because I sometimes just need to hit a bubbler. So we have that in this little tower. So that is my quote unquote dream house. It has pretty much everything I would consider I need in a dream house, at least for this style of dream house and how it was laid out. So now let's go ahead and get into the gameplay. So since this is basically supposed to be my quote unquote dream life, I felt like it was appropriate that I went ahead and went through, as well as setting up the file, setting up my Sims life a little bit, because I feel like logically, if I'm starting at where I am in life now, but just in my dream universe, I'm not starting out as like a fresh 18-year-old with no life experience. I'm almost 30 years old at this point. Like, I own a house. I have pets I've had for several years. I've been married. Like, I feel like I have some life experience. So I feel like it only made sense that I gave my sim some as well. So I started out by refreshing the file a little bit by doing the typical where I add holidays into the seasons, because I feel like the game just doesn't come with enough holidays by default. Now, this is supposed to be a mini series. I literally just want to complete my soul's journey and then end this series. So I didn't know how long we'd be playing. So I only added a couple of holidays per season and only made the seasons 2 weeks long. Now, I don't think that we're going to get to spring, but we'll see what happens. We may be playing this series longer than I anticipate, but I did go ahead and add some just for fun. Not as many as I normally go through with like my long series, but I added a couple for fun, as well as I didn't give my sim a relationship with any townies or any sims that I moved into the world, but I did give her perfect relationships with her pets, because I feel like in real life I've had both of these pets for several years now, so it's only logical that I would have like a really good relationship with them at this point. Also, I went ahead and gave myself some skills. Not anything too crazy high, just a couple of skills based off what I feel like I have skills in real life, which is not really anything too useful, but I thought it may be fun for the series for my sim to have a little bit of skill starting out. And also, the most obvious thing is I'm not starting out with starter funds. I went ahead and gave myself $40,000. Now, I expect this to deplete slightly quickly because, one, I want to be able to just kind of afford whatever I want. I feel like I deal with enough money problems in real life that I shouldn't have to deal with them in my actual dream series. I didn't make myself like crazy rich, but I did give myself $40,000 because, like I said, I want to be able to keep care of myself, keep care of my animals, buy what I want. Obviously, the house isn't a starter home. It's going to cost money when it comes to bills. Like I said, I don't want to cook and clean, so I want to get a butler, which is going to deplete my money daily. So we have to be able to afford that too. I don't expect to be able to just live off $40,000, so I am getting myself a job. And like I said, I kind of want to be a video game streamer. Now, I know in real life I don't make money off my videos. Like I always said from the beginning of making my channel that this is just a hobby for me. But also, if it's my dream life, I don't want to be a pharmacy tech. I don't want to like go out and have to work 5 days a week outside my house. I'm a homebody. If I didn't have to leave my house, I wouldn't. I figured in my dream life, I could be a video game streamer. Now I know technically I'm a YouTuber, not a streamer, and there is a YouTube like hobby career, but it's not like an actual career, and the streamer is like a part-time actual career that you have like a assigned schedule for. So I felt like that would be a little bit easier to manage than doing like the hobby career of being a YouTuber. And I felt like it was close enough. So we're going to be a live streamer. So I think to start out the series, we're going to go ahead and hire our butler. And then while we're waiting on our butler to show up, we'll get a job. And then we'll meet our butler, play with our pets. And then I guess from there, we'll start on our soul's journey. And it kind of depends on what the goals of the soul's journey are to see what will happen in the series. Let's go ahead and start out by going to home, and we can hire a service, and we are going to hire a butler, and then we will go ahead and find a job as well. Pets are going to go and get acquainted with the home. So let's go ahead and wait on our sim to get a job. There we go. And like I said, it's just a part-time job, but it does have choices of when you can stream. So obviously you can stream outside of your job and it'll help you go through the career faster. It is scheduled Monday through Friday, where you can either go from 5:30 a.m. to 7:30 a.m., which is not happening, or you could do 9 p.m. to 11 p.m., which is more my speed. So we are going to choose the nighttime streamer, and we get to choose an avatar. And I feel like the cat girl is just too perfect not to pass up, because my name is literally Cat in real life. Now I know there's a cat face, but this girl also has purple hair, and I dye my hair a different color like every 2 to 3 months. I feel like, considering that I've had purple hair several times, a cat girl with purple hair is just too perfect. So we're going to choose that one. And then let's see, is our butler here yet? Let's see. Oh, it wants us to talk to a friend about a side hustle. Okay, I guess we'll get started on that. Spread the word on a side hustle to a friend sim. We don't have any friends yet. I want to get to know our butler anyways. So I guess since we already have a slight relationship with her, we can start with that. So this is Zuri Hobson. Let's see what you look like. You're actually really cute. And I feel like I don't get female butlers a lot, so I kind of like this. All right, let's go ahead and just, maybe tell a funny story. Go ahead and rave about favorite singers. Just get to know her a little bit. Also, we should probably assign her bed to her as well. So let's go ahead and assign butler to the bed, Zuri. I like the name Zuri too. I think that's a really pretty name. And I'm obsessed with this hairstyle. Like, I love putting this hair on like little kids, like toddlers and whatnot. So I think it's cute that she has it. And also, if you've never seen one of my series, I take way too many screenshots, but it's because I have a slideshow at the end of all my like slightly longer running series. So that's why. She's like canceling one of her interactions. That's kind of rude. But we're going to share our ideas since you canceled that interaction. And then maybe, can we actually talk to her about the side hustle? I don't know what that would be under. I'm assuming friendly. Spread the word on side hustle, because I feel like technically we're so, we have bad compatibility. Well, that's a little awkward. I was hoping to be your friend, but apparently we're not going to get along. Maybe we can change that. Maybe we can just be like extra friendly. But let's see if talking to her about a side hustle counts with her. That'll count? Okay, it does. Okay. And she's like, okay, let me go do my job, which I appreciate. She's being professional. But let's go ahead. I feel like the first thing I want to do is feed my pets. I feel like it's important they have food if they need it. Now, we will probably be cheating their needs. Oh my god, Mal, you get off the table. I don't want to lecture you like first thing, but you gotta get off the table. I'll have to eventually train my pets not to get on counters and stuff, but to start out with, I just want to like be their friend. So we're gonna go ahead and feed them real quick. So let's get a picture of all of us just chilling in the living space, our butler, our animals, and then maybe we can go ahead and pet Mally. Mally, don't run away. come here. I want to pet you. And then we can become companions. Yes, perfect. We're going to become companions with Mally. Are you going inside or out? You're just going to stand in the doorway and do this? I'm so confused. Okay, let's go ahead and pet our little Mally here. I feel like this will be a cute shot. And then we'll also become companions with Gerard, because we gotta also be companions with the other pet too. And then we need to get to know our raven a little bit, or our crow. All right, maybe Gerard, we could give him a hug and then become companions with Gerard. And then hopefully when I start training them, this will help our training go smoother, because we have like a really good relationship with them and we're like companions and whatnot. But oh my god, let's give our buddy a hug. Oh my god, that is just exactly how he hugs me in real life, except I don't have to lean down because I'm so short and he's so tall. It's kind of funny that I'm having to lean down, because in real life he's like literally just as tall as me when I stand up, but I'm also only 5'2", so you know. But we have become companions, and then we can talk to our crow. And I guess we're going to start out by naming it. And I know this name is so cheesy. I'm pretty sure I've done it in a past video before, but I want to name our crow Edgar Allan Crow, because it's like close to a raven, and I'm a really big fan of his literature, so I feel like it's just the perfect name. So we're going to name it Edgar Allan Crow. And then we can go ahead and maybe watch him, and then let's try to like coo at him, and we could even maybe discuss nefarious plans. But let's go ahead and talk to him real quick after we become companions with Gerard. I want to start out just by watching him, just to gain a little bit of friendship. Clean and happy, so that's good. So let's go ahead and now coo at him. Oh, let's get a picture of us like talking to him. Adorable. Look at that head tilt. So cute. And I think it's funny that I got a crow as my sole pet. I haven't had a bird since I was like a kid, but all my friends say I give crow energy. Maybe we can show affection to him real quick. And then I feel like we've already done our side hustle, but maybe we could do a live stream real quick, because I want to get a head start on the entrepreneur skill. And then after the live stream, we can start perhaps going ahead and working on our soul's journey. Oh, look at the crow. It's so cute. I love it. All right. Oh, it's already wanting to give us a gift. Okay, well, let's see what it gives us real quick. Since it already wants to give us a gift, I'll take it. I'm curious to what the gift is going to be. Let's see. Oh, it's a little crystal. It's amethyst. Wait, amethyst is my birthstone, so I love that. Amethyst is one of my birthstones. I think pearl is the other. I get confused between which one's which. I was gonna keep it to trade with people, but I actually may put that on like my counter where all my purple stuff is. Yeah, we can put that right under my mirror. My first gift from my crow, and we're being very playful. Okay, maybe we should calm down a little bit if we are going to be very playful, because I don't want to become hysterical. So maybe we can come here, and what if we tried like let's try like a Zanzu sunset. That sounds relaxing. And we can try the bubbler before our first live stream, and then after the live stream we will start writing the soul's journey. So let's come up here and try the bubbler for the first time. So let's go ahead and change this, and then we can sit and try the bubbler for the first time, because I do want to see her actually try the bubbler for the first time. I feel like that would be kind of funny. I feel like she's probably gonna cough her butt off, but at least she gave it a try. I feel like that was very brave of her, but we don't have to sit there and wait for another round, because it literally takes forever to get back to your sim if they're doing it by themselves. Let's go ahead and do our first live stream. We're going to do a lunchtime live stream, and then we can do that. Oh, there's someone at our house. Who are you? Steven Universe, you're a teen. I feel like I shouldn't answer the door for a teen. I mean, I do love Steven Universe, but I don't know if that's more important than doing my live stream. I feel like the live stream is a bit more important, but we can get a picture of us doing our first live stream. Maybe we're just trying to gain some followers before our first actual shift as a live streamer. We acquired the entrepreneur skill though, which is what I want. I want to be able to get a little bit ahead and gain the entrepreneur skill, which is kind of the whole reason I wanted to do this live stream. So let's fast forward here and see how long it takes us to finish it. So the bar is almost full. Oh, Mally's here playing with us. That's actually adorable. Oh, Mally's like, I'm here, which is totally accurate. He always is around me when I'm recording. He's right here right now, just watching me. So I love that. All right, but the live stream, I feel like should have ended by now. Like the bar's been full for a while. Oh, they're having a cute moment while I'm live streaming. Wait. Oh, I love it. That's adorable. I'm obsessed. He licked him. Oh my goodness. They're getting along swimmingly and I love it. But I feel like the live stream should have been over by now, honestly. So we gained 9 followers. That's actually not bad. Hold on. How many do we have total? We have 11 followers. You know, for only doing one live stream, that's not bad. That's really not bad. Okay, so we are kind of hungry. So I feel like maybe, let's see. Let's find our butler real quick. Go here. Lock camera on. You haven't made any food yet. I want to go ahead and maybe perhaps butler, assign task, and let's maybe cook a family meal so we have leftovers. You gotta get the picture of her ringing the bell because adorable. But then we can go ahead and I feel like let's go ahead and start working on our soul's journey tasks. So I am actually genuinely curious if I just let my sim come over here to where the book is and just write a random goal, what her random goal would be. We can start writing from categories after we write a random goal, but I am very curious to see what my first goal would be if I just let myself write the goal. Now I am probably going to be a little picky about the goals because I'm not going to do something that I wouldn't want to do in real life. Let's just see what she says. I may clear it and just start over, but let's see what she says. I like to attune to the water if you catch my drift. Okay, can you not put that up? First of all, I find it really annoying that they automatically try to go put it in the bookshelf. Did you put it in the bookshelf? Yep, I didn't catch her in time. Dang it. Okay, but it wants us to woohoo in Electric Lagoon and Gibby Point. Wait, that's actually fun. I actually might do that. Didn't plan on like woohooing in the first episode, but I mean, if my sim wants to, I mean, she's a single lady in this series. Like, I'm not single in real life, but she's single, so maybe we'll try to find a woohoo partner. I don't feel like she would go into a relationship like right away, but maybe she could find a woohoo partner. All right, but let's go ahead and from there, maybe we'll try one more just where she writes the goal herself, because I'm genuinely curious if she'll do something that's going to be something I can't do. Now, at this point, I'm not going to be able to race anymore because I want to do this one. But if we get enough, we can do the ones we want and then clear the goals once we do the ones we get. I should get married. Maybe by the end of the series. I just don't want to do that right away. Like, I don't want to do that like straight up. I just said I don't want you to get into a relationship. But maybe, since you're wanting to be romantic anyway, we can write another one for a woohoo, since you're obviously going in that direction anyways. So let's see what happens if we write another one for a woohoo, because I'm genuinely curious what we would get. I want to get steamy in a steam room. Okay, I can see that. The next one, I think, let's try a different category. Something that's not woohoo. Maybe we can throw a party. I kind of am curious what kind of party she would want to throw, because if it's one that we can do, we might as well do it. I want to have a forgettable party. Have a dance party at the Bluffs, the Ruins, or oh, I can do that. Okay, so maybe we can next episode have a party, and today's episode we can focus on getting a woohoo partner and woohooing and gaining friends. I feel like that would be a good start. And also, you put your journal back up. Dang it. I'm so tired of that. Okay, open. Let's go ahead and put that back in your inventory because I want to be able to access that whenever. All right, so we actually found enough goals that I want to do like really quickly. That actually worked out. But let's see. What did you give us as our first meal? Garlic noodles. Yes, that is my language. I love that she fixed me garlic noodles. That is amazing. I thought it was going to be something that like, I probably wouldn't want, but no. I love garlic noodles. That's great. And maybe, no, okay, we're gonna have to lecture, no, Mally, we are not going to eat human food, and we're not going to jump on the counter. Let's not do that. Let's put the food in the fridge too before we lose it. I think it went in the fridge. Who is this? Is he fabulous? Aren't you famous? Why are you at our house? But let's go ahead and get a picture of her happily eating garlic noodles. She's like, yes, this is the life. Garlic noodles. I didn't even have to make them. What is she making now? But we have to lecture Mally about eating human food. Oh, of course he got somewhere where I can't lecture him. Oh, wait. Okay, well, we can lecture him about one thing. Ooh. Is that taco casserole? It's taco casserole, another one of my favorites. This girl knows my appetite. She knows my appetite. Okay, but we lectured him about jumping on counters. Our friendship didn't go down, but he didn't learn anything, unfortunately. Well, it is Sunday at 4:48. Maybe now would be a good time to like try to meet someone. I mean, we want to woohoo, so we could try to find like a date, like on a dating app or something. So before I jump on Cupid's Corner, let me just real quick go ahead and go up to my shower and take, oh, can we sing in the shower? Let's sing in the shower and use the restroom, because that'll get my singing skill up a little bit. Oh, good. Our butler cleaned up our plate. Perfect. Can you not follow me into the shower, bro? Okay, do that, use the restroom, and then we'll probably go ahead and jump on the dating app. I don't want to be in the bathroom when we're on Social Buddy, so maybe we can come here and sit on our couch. So let's go ahead, Cupid's Corner, open Cupid's Corner. Oh, we need to do a new selfie. This pose is cute, and then we could get like some kind of cuter background, maybe like this crystal here. That's kind of a cute background. So let's take this picture and have that be our dating app profile. You can't see our eyes, but at least you can see our vampire fangs and our crystal. Alright, but I'm not looking for elders. I'll take young adults or adults. Let's see, as far as traits, I feel like maybe the animal affection and creative would be like my two strong traits I would like to show off, and then we can start looking for matches. So I'm curious what the game is going to give us, because I did add some fun characters in here, but we have me. No, I'm not into you. You're married. You're the mayor. I don't like your hair. Oh no, I can't do Simon though, because I want to go to the magic realm and actually learn from him. Like, I'm planning on doing that like this episode, so I feel like romancing him would be awkward. Archie? Okay, none of these are my vibe. We're gonna try again, because I feel like, you know, if I'm gonna go for a woohoo partner, I might as well go with someone I genuinely am attracted to, like Brenton. Yeah, let's go ahead and save him. Oh no, Oliver Skites, that's even better. Okay, Oliver, Kyle Carlson is my vibe. Xena's my vibe. Okay, this one's good. Adam Sandler. I do like Adam Sandler, but not as a partner. No. Okay. Well, honestly, all of these are good choices, but I don't know. I feel like I'm not confident enough to woo Xena as much as I would love to woo Xena. Maybe I'll start out with a guy, because I'm a little bit better when it comes to being able to flirt with men in real life. Like, women I'm more attracted to, but they intimidate me more. I feel like I need to gain a little bit of romance skill before I go after a girl. So maybe we can try to convince Oliver Sky to be our woohoo partner. So let's maybe ask him out on a date. I guess we could go to Gibby Point, because we want to woohoo there. So I guess that works. Let's try to make it a romantic date. I want to start off with that, and we can go ahead. We want to end up woohooing at the end of the date, but we'll start by being friendly and romantic. Maybe just go ahead and choose to swim, so we can go ahead and like head towards the water, and then we want to go to Gibby Point, and I think the water that we want to woohoo at is near the lounge, if I remember correctly. So let's try going there first. This is the lounge. We could get a drink or two. I didn't choose drink to be one of the activities, but if this is the right point, let's see. Yep, this is the lagoon. I'm pretty sure this is the lagoon. I do want to wait till it gets darker to go out to the water though. So let's go ahead and start out by coming over here and getting drinks. Let's come here and sit together, and we will order drinks for the date group, and And let's see, what do we want to drink? Like, what do we get Rockstar to drink? I feel like fizzy fruit drinks is a little just like boring, which is normally what I get. Maybe we could get the Sea of Fire. I mean, I know it's fancy and it costs a lot, but we're trying to woo like a rock star here. Well, emo rock star. Let's get a picture of the girl being fancy with the bottles, and then we can go ahead and I want to start out just by being friendly. Maybe we can tell a funny story. We could enthuse about photography. I feel like he would be into the creative vibe. Maybe we can talk about dreams. We just want to gain a little bit of a friendship with him before we start completely flirting, because I don't want to completely screw this up. I may be a little forward sometimes when it comes to flirting in The Sims, so you know, I'm trying to do a slight slow burn. I know it wasn't a woohoo and flirt right away, but we'll get to that. Oh, he's tense. Maybe we can try to be funny. Like, we could tell a funny story. Oh, the Glow and Flow Festival is going on, which is the other water. I wonder if we could move to that point at some point. I don't know. But we want to woohoo in this water, so I think the Glow and Flow Festival goes on. Yeah, it goes on to like 2 a.m. We could possibly go there afterwards. Why are you so uncomfortable, bro? If I like maybe cheat your need, would that make you happy? There we go. Now he's happy. Oh, he's enthusing about alternative music. Okay, that actually is fitting. That's fitting. Okay, but we're gaining a friendship. We still haven't got our drinks. Like, ma'am, are you going to give us our drinks? Do we have to order again? You're standing there with a cup, but you're not tending the bar. Okay, that's a little awkward. Okay, well, maybe we'll pretend we had drinks. Obviously, that's not working, but maybe we can go ahead and come out here with our date, and then maybe we could start flirting a little bit. Just see how it goes. You know, just be like, hey, you want to step outside after those drinks that, you know, we quote unquote had? Romance. Let's just see how a small flirt goes. Let's see if he'll take it. We have a decent friendship with him. Oh, okay. He was into it. I like that. Okay, we have to do one more flirt. Let's try to do a pickup line. Maybe we're gonna take this slow. Because she has no experience. It only could be safe to go slow. Maybe we can compliment his appearance. We do have to do several flirty interactions for the date in general. It wants us to talk about woohoo. I don't know if we're ready for that yet, but he is flirty. What if we held his hands? Would he let us hold his hands? Oh, he hugged us. Like, we didn't do that. That is a very good sign here. All right, let's get that picture of us hugging him, and then we can maybe, what if we just ask if he's single? It's gonna be awkward if he's not. Oh, he is single. All right, well, maybe we can sexy pose him. Would that be too forward? He keeps going in and doing like friendly interactions, which makes me just slightly nervous. I think he's picking up on our vibe. Maybe we can confess our attraction to him. Oh, he's like it. He's into it. Maybe now we can small talk, share thoughts on woohoo. This wants us to talk about woohoo. Then maybe we can compliment his appearance again, and then go in for our first kiss. But then after we get our flirty bar going, we'll talk about swimming and then go swimming. But let's get a picture of us having our first kiss, the first kiss of the series, you guys. How freaking adorable. Can we perhaps, since I did say I wanted us to be woohoo partners, we could perhaps, isn't there a way to like let's ask him to be woohoo partners. Let's just see what he says. I mean, it's going really well. Maybe we can just be straightforward about what we want. Do you want to be our woohoo partner? Like, I don't want to be serious with you, but I think that was a yes. Oh my goodness, I can't believe we're doing that. Okay, let's kiss him because we have to do 2 more flirty interactions. And then we can as well go ahead and embrace him. Maybe we can talk about swimming and then go swimming. Oh yes, we can be steamy. That's perfect. All right, we got our romantic interactions out of the way. Let's go ahead and friendly small talk. We need to talk about swimming, and then I think we're going to go ahead and head to the water water. Oh, we're feeling like we're being an expert at flirting these days. Should we be romantic? You know what? That works for me. That actually works for me. We are having a self-discovery moment. I feel like that's cute. Okay, let's talk about swimming. Why is it making us talk about woohoo again? I guess while we're standing here, we will go ahead and do it. Go ahead and small talk, share worries about woohoo. And then we need to get to the water because the date is almost halfway over and we haven't gone swimming yet. So let's go ahead and find the water again because I found it once. Here it is. Okay, so let's go ahead and go here and let's swim here together because I think it would be real cute if we did that. I love how we changed into our swimsuit before we even got to the water. We're just like, nope, we're gonna change at the lounge and then go to the water, which he did too, so I guess it's not so awkward. Ooh, look at all the jellyfish. It's so pretty. Come here, swim with me. Swim here. Let's get some shots of us with the jellyfish and we can like maybe kiss in the water or something. That'd be super cute. Come here. We're chatting with him. No, I want to go ahead and, we can splash him. That would be a cute shot. Let's go ahead and romance. It's not giving us the option to kiss in the water. That's a little annoying. I want to go ahead and romance. Normally it gives us the option to kiss in the water. It's a little weird that it didn't. Well, I guess we can flirt with him. We can confess attraction. We can splash him again because I meant to get that picture and I totally missed it. Well, I'm literally not seeing the interaction to splash now. It's like it just disappeared. But we do need to share interest. So I guess we can discuss interest and go ahead and friendly interest, discuss interest twice. And then we can flirt with him again. So let's go ahead. Romance, flirtation, flirt. We just became good friends. Oh, the date is about to end. Oh no, can we extend the date? Hold on, I actually do want to do this. Let's go ahead and ask to extend date before it ends. And then we'll go ahead and woohoo in the water because it actually wants us to do that. No, I don't want to be romantic partners. We're literally just woohoo partners. Did that hurt our relationship? It doesn't say that it affected us negatively, so I think we're good. But we extended the date, and now we can woohoo in the water. Alright, so we gotta get this shot. So let's zoom in on them kissing in the water with the jellyfish. Oh, this is fun. This is a fun shot. Let's get this. Alright. And whee! And we're woohooing in the water. Woohooing in the water. Woohooing in the water. On our first night of the Let's Play. That's a little crazy. I did not expect my life to go this way, but this is fine. I'm okay with this. I guess it wants us to have a bunch of conversation real quick. Oh, there's the splash. Okay, I want to splash you. Let me get a picture of me splashing you. There we go. Because I always love getting that cute shot. And we can get like the jellyfish in there. Adorable. Alright, but it wants us to talk a bunch. So let's go ahead and small talk. We need to discuss swimming once. And then we need to go ahead and discuss woohoo once. And then once this is small talk. Well, I guess both those count as small talk. So I don't think we'll have to queue up more interactions. We'll get us up to a gold date. And we can end it and go to the Glow and Flow Festival. We're having small talk. It wants us to flirt again. Let's go ahead and flirt. Oh, nope. We got to the gold date. We got to the gold date. We are good. So let's go ahead and we can date actions. Let's go ahead and end the date cheerfully, and then we will go to the Glow and Flow Festival before it ends. We can catch the last couple hours of it, but we gotta get out of the water first. Get out of the water, end the date cheerfully, and then we will head on to the festival. Maybe we can grab some food while we're there or something. That picture of them ending the date, and romantic date, gold, and now let's go ahead. Oh, you're already calling us? Oh, it wants us to like recall a childhood memory. Okay, hold on. I'll do that real quick. Wait, I'll actually do that real quick. I don't mind doing that. Let's see. What is accurate to my actual childhood? I was a crafty kid. Let's see. What else though? What is something that I feel like would help us now? Oh, you know what? I really got into photography when I was like a kid, and it's still one of my biggest hobbies. So I think the miniature photographer actually is the most accurate to how things would still affect my life now. So let's choose that, and we can be a photographer in our childhood. Okay, but we gotta go, buddy. Sorry, I know you're trying to kiss us and whatnot, but I wanted to actually go to the Glow and Flow Festival. Alright, so we are at where the Glow and Flow Festival is. It always takes me a minute to find it, but I think it's over here, yeah, because it has the light up path. Okay, so I know no one is really doing anything yet, and we only have an hour and a half left, but I think we're gonna go ahead and teleport. It normally would like start up while we're walking here, but I just wanted to go ahead and get started. Is there anyone right away that I want to meet? Like, is there anyone here I feel like it's worth my time? Marcus Flex. Okay, maybe we can do a friendly introduction to him, because I can see myself being friends with Marcus, especially with that jellyfish hat on. No, we're not going to be attracted to Marcus Flex. I don't see myself being romantic with him. He's too sporty for me, but I would be friends with him because he kind of reminds me of my gay best friend. Never really saw him as gay. I don't know, maybe he's bi. I don't know, but he's definitely into women. But let's perhaps show off our tattoos to him and share ideas with him, and then perhaps we can get in the water. I'm kind of hoping he'll grill some food because he is supposed to be the griller, but maybe we can go ahead and just swim around in the water here while hopefully somebody grills up some food before the end of this event, because I would like to have some food before I go home. So let me go ahead and swim in the water. I don't know why I'm choosing the sunglasses. I guess because the water's bright? I don't know, but we can get this picture of her swimming out to where the people are kayaking. We didn't get a kayak. The kayaks go quick. I didn't realize like you could get different moods from swimming in this water. I thought I just glowed and was pretty. Wait, no, this is fun. Wait, stop swimming around. I want you to do an aura swim. Let's do an aura swim and see how it affects you. Loving glow from being around essence. Okay, that made us flirty. Very interesting. All right, is there some food ready yet? Yes, food. What is this? Grilled jellyfish. Well, you know what? We're gonna eat this grilled jellyfish because apparently it's the only thing that's ready so far, and I guess I'm about to try a new food. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't really like trying new food. At least it's food. So let's see. Are we going back in the... I was about to say, if we're going back in the water to eat, that's a little crazy. But no, we can just eat our jellyfish. Maybe we can light the fire. We didn't light fire, but this time I did because I want warmth. It's about to end though. The festival's about to end either way. We can't just hang out by ourselves. That's a little annoying. It makes us like hang out with someone. Well, we can just chill here and stand by the fire. There's still people in the water too, but you know, this is fine. We're kind of a loner at parties in real life anyways, so this kind of fits. But I think with that, we are pretty tired. We're starting to have to use the restroom. We made a woohoo partner and a friend tonight, so I feel like that's pretty decent. But I do want to actually go to the magic realm in the morning, somewhat in the morning, so I feel like we should go ahead and head on back home. Alright, we are back home and it is I don't mind it snowing, but maybe we should change into our cold weather outfits. I mean, I know we're not gonna be out here for long, but it might be cute to get a picture of her reacting to the snow. I mean, she's not like actually reacting, but let's get a picture of the fact there is snow in the air and we're standing out here just in it. I think that's a good shot. Now we can go inside. We can go inside now. It's fine. We're not hungry. I want to make sure there's no food sitting out on the counter going to spoil because the butlers tend to not put the food up. Right quick, how's our crow doing? I know we're tired, but let's see. We're satisfied, clean. All right. I think our crow is good. How's our animals? We might do a need check on them real quick. Yeah, let's go ahead and actually make them happy because like I said, I treat my pet's needs in The Sims. I do it in all my series. I'm definitely doing it in my dream life. So you guys are good to go. I can go ahead and perhaps shower off because, you know, after swimming and woohooing in water, you want to shower off. How did I not have a full bar of fun? Like, I literally don't understand that. Like, I feel like I had so much fun tonight, and it's just my social and fun aren't all the way up. That's a little annoying. Well, maybe we can play with Gerard real quick. That gets our friendship and our fun up, right? We can come here friendly and go ahead and play with him. I feel like that would be cute. I know we're super tired, but I feel like us playing with our dog before we go to bed is not too far from accurate. We're gonna use the restroom. How long is it gonna take you to piss, girl? Oh my goodness. All right, come here, wash our hands, and then we're gonna go play with Gerard, and hopefully that'll get our fun and our social up. Let's play with him. Let's pet him. Our butler is just coming in our room. That's a little annoying. Oh yeah, we're playing with you. You're playing with you. I love this. This is actually adorable. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad I took this moment to play with him. Well, let's get this shot. Okay, so we do that, and hopefully that will get our fun up before we go to bed. Yep, that does. All right, so we're going to pet him, and then we're probably going to go ahead and head on to sleep, and I will meet you guys back in the morning. I love the fans already on. I didn't realize that it just automatically was always on. We gotta go to bed, and I will meet you guys back in the morning to have some breakfast and then head on to the magic realm before our first official shift. So I managed to sleep in a little bit. It's past 9 o'clock in the morning, but of course the first thing I'm waking up to is my cat coming up to me. I mean, if that's not accurate, I don't know what is. So let's go ahead, and of course the first thing we're going to do is pet him, and then I'm going to go ahead and grab a quick brisk shower, nothing too crazy long, and then we will go ahead and use the restroom, and then I think after that I'm going to keep care of my pets, but I do want to go ahead ask my butler to make breakfast, which of course she's in my office. She's always in my office, but I would like to butler assign tasks. Can you please cook a family meal? And then after she does that, we will eat. Of course, we're ringing the bell on the toilet. Oh, and here's Gerard. Okay, well, let's pet Gerard after we get done using the restroom because he is right here. Oh, we cannot carry out the task. Allow the time for her to complete her current task. I haven't given you more than one task. Excuse you. Well, I guess you already made breakfast. Pan-fried tapala. Okay, we'll grab a serving of that. That's not really like that breakfasty, but whatever. Oh, Oliver's calling. I think we're just gonna ignore him. I feel like we're gonna be like, oh, yeah, he may be being a little clingy here. Like, we literally just woohooed him last night after we met him, and now he's being all clingy. So we'll grab this. And how is our bird? He's pretty good. He's to eat, though, so let's go ahead and feed him, and then we can go ahead and maybe coo at him. And that'll keep care of our bird here. Let's go ahead and put these leftovers in the fridge. All right. Oh, Marcus Flex is calling. No, I don't want to go to the lounge first thing in the morning. That's not the vibe. What's the vibe is me hanging out in some comfy clothes, eating my breakfast with my bird. But I feel like we can go ahead and after this change into a different outfit and head on to the magic realm, because I did say that was the first thing we were going to do today, and then we'll probably play the day out until it's time to do our stream, and then we will probably end the episode after our stream because the stream ends at like 11 o'clock. We are going to go ahead and coo at our bird. Our butler is just sitting here watching us coo at our bird. That's a little awkward. There's literally a plate for you to clean. It would be helpful if you did that. But let's go ahead and perhaps change our outfit into, I guess we'll change it just to our regular dress. I mean, I feel like that's good for the magic realm. Then we are actually just right down the road from the magic portal, so I would like to actually, for the first time going into the magic realm, go through the magic portal. I feel like it's always nice to have that, though I am going to teleport here because part of the reason I'm going to the magic realm is to buy a broom. I mean, if we're a spellcaster, I'd like to be able to fly everywhere, so I feel like us being able to teleport isn't too far off. let's go ahead and get a picture of her walking into the portal. I wish she would have like ran. Sometimes the Sims run and it's a lot cuter of a picture, but we'll still get her going into the portal because I do want to get a picture of her once she goes to the other side of the portal as well. So we're going to enter the portal. There is no turning back. All right, so we are at the magic realm. Wait for this person to fly away or walk away, I guess, and then we'll get a picture of her with the portal because look how pretty. All right, so first thing we're doing is going shopping because we gotta stock up on tomes, wands, familiars, anything we can get our hands on basically. So let's go ahead and we can teleport here. Unfortunately, the broom shop is closed at the moment, but Ghost is right there. So hopefully they'll get started soon. But let's see who our first person is going to be. Jasper Blue. All right, Jasper Blue. I would like to buy a nice wand and a familiar and maybe a tome or two, depending on what you have. This person just randomly came up and started talking to us, but she's a teen, so I would rather not. Let's see what you have as far as wands. We have the Ancient Wood wand, Bone wand. Those are both pretty basic. Ooh, the wand of the Sylvian Forest. Hand carved from the trees of the Sylvian Glades, this wand holds immense power. That sounds like what I want. Let's do that one. And then as far as tomes, we have the Alluring Aura, which will help us like woo people. We do have to like rank up to the next rank to get that, but I feel like that's manageable. Furio. Convince two Sims to argue and fight with her. I don't feel like that's really part of what I need, but plentiful needs we can get at this rank and it like fulfills the Sims needs. I think that is good, so we'll get that. We have, as far as familiars, a burner fly, a raven, and a skull. You know, I feel like we already have a crow, so we don't need a raven, but a skull would be cool. That's right up my alley, and we can buy that. And okay, the broom shop is open now, so let's come here and from this person buy a broom. I don't think we need crystals or potions, but I will go ahead and get a broom because I want to be able to fly. So we have a gnarled wood broom, a mop, which is not the vibe, so I guess we're getting the gnarled wood broom, carved from the ancient trees of the magic realm, which is actually kind of nice sounding. So we'll get our broom, and then we can go ahead and let's actually come here like in front of the portal, and I feel like we could get some good shots of her like using her wand, and maybe we can set it to where she always flies. So let's go ahead and always use wand. We can go ahead and always use broom. And then let's go ahead and bind our familiar. And we're going to have a skull. So I feel like just because of my personal Disney love, I'm going to name him Jack, like Jack Skellington. And then maybe we can go ahead and summon our familiar. So let's go here. And then we will magic, familiars, summon familiar. I want to get a picture of us using our wand. Oh yeah, that summon familiar. Let's get this picture. I feel like this is a good angle. There we go. But we summoned our familiar. There we go. And they will help us with magic. And speaking of, I would like to go ahead and learn some practical magic while we're here, because I feel like practical magic is my vibe. That's like kind of what I would mainly use magic for if I could. So we're going to need to come talk to him. So let's go ahead and try to actually fly here. And we can try to use our broom for the first time, because I would like to see us fly on a broom. Oh my god. That face though. That face though. Oh no. Alright, are we about to fail? No, I feel like we're actually gonna do good. Did we land with success? Oh wow, we did really good for our first time flying. I'm actually impressed by that. Okay. Maybe it's because we have a good broom, I don't know. And we can come here and talk to Simon. So let's do a respectful introduction. I feel like would be the best option. Katy Perry is calling me. Why? I don't really want her to take away Cupid's Corner because I need to find another date, but I was about to visit. I guess I can come back. I've never actually gone and met the wealthy weirdo except like once, and I think it just like didn't work. Maybe we can. Maybe perhaps. Oh, that's great. I would like to send a limo, but I'm kind of cheapskate. I'll be waiting at the hotel. Okay, let me just like really quick talk to Simon and do this while I'm here. I guess I didn't realize you didn't have to go like right away. Let's go ahead and do a respectful introduction to Simon here. Then I will get to know him a little bit, and then we should be able to ask him to teach us a spell. So we can maybe show off tattoos, we could discuss interests, we could ask about hobbies and skills, not explain attraction level. We could perhaps actually talk about cooking. And then we should be able to ask to teach practical magic. That would be ideal. Oh, he likes cooking. Okay, good. We did good by talking about cooking. Alright, but let's get a picture of him teaching us some magic here. Maybe we can get a picture of this girl. She actually is really cute. So do a friendly introduction to her. You know, have us make another friend perhaps. Alright, so we learned what spell? Let's see, Repario. Okay, that actually works. I was thinking we were probably going to get Scrubberoo first, which was not going to be helpful because, you know, we have a butler, but Repario actually could come in handy. But we need to go meet this wealthy weirdo while we still have the chance. So let's go ahead. I guess we're going to travel to the hotel. I think that's how it works. Alright, so we're at the lounge that is across from the hotel. So maybe we could change outfits for this. Let's command center, dresser, change outfit. Let's change it into like this outfit. I feel like this is appropriate for this type of occasion. And we should be able to go here and meet the wealthy weirdo. Katy Perry. Okay. So let's get a picture of us walking up to the hotel because, you know, we need to remember that we met the wealthy weirdo at a hotel. This series is not turning out how I thought it would, but it's definitely fun. Like, I didn't know that my life would turn out like this in my dream realm, but this is fine. We can have a dream universe where I'm a little bit of a freak, I guess. Alright, but let's come here and meet the wealthy weirdo. Thanks for meeting me. You want some gifts, right? Check your pockets. What did you give us? I'm genuinely curious. Ooh. Oh, wow. We got a lot. And we have a slight flirty bar with her. But we have bad compatibility, so we probably won't go forward with it. But we got unnaturally large space rock, a ruby, a decorative eggs, void critter card, element, an orange topaz, a green axolotl, a diamond, a black mineral axolotl. We are getting so many things. And we got a turquoise gem. That's a lot. Okay, well, I'm gonna keep the gems as like collectibles for people. I might go ahead and put the axolotls out on preview. I like the space rock. I think I'm just going to sell the egg. But the void critter card is fun. I'm going to sell the element. And I think that'll be good. So maybe we can go home and put out our space rock and our axolotls. And then I'm thinking we can go ahead and work on a tome. Alright, we are back home. And let's see, where should we put the axolotls? Like, should I put them like up here? I could replace the boxes. There we go. Alright, so we have a green one and a black one. They're so cute. So we will keep those. Maybe we'll get a picture of them real quick up here. And then we have the unnaturally large space rock, which I feel like I have to display somewhere. I just don't know where it would be the best way to display it. That's the thing. Let's get a picture of my skeleton and my big space rock here. Oh my goodness. Alright. Well, at least we'll always remember that we had the wealthy weirdo call us because we have a huge giant space rock now. But let's go ahead right quick. I want to check on our crow. He is fine. Let's see if he has any other gifts for us. No. We can give him a gift though. Since he gave us amethyst, we can give him a ruby. And then how are our fur babies? They're doing pretty good. I don't feel like I need to cheat their needs yet. Actually give the crow a gift because I have not done that yet. and I feel like that's only fair considering he gave me one. Send him on a mission. So let's see if we can send him on a mission. We gave you one. Let's see if you can go and do your thing. Alright, real quick, I am going to use the restroom real quick, and then we can go ahead and maybe start working on the tome. So I would like to go ahead and study magical tome real quick. I feel like that's only fair, and I'm thinking maybe before our first shift we could go on like a date to a spa and see if we can like woohoo in the spa. Oh, and Oliver's calling. Speaking of woohoo, I just wanted a woohoo partner. I didn't want like all this calling, but let's go ahead and practice this tome, and then perhaps we will go to a spa or something. Is that all you wanted to study? Okay, let's not put it away. I would rather you put it in your inventory. I don't mind you not doing it all at once, but yeah, we still have to study it. Like I said, before our first shift, I think it'd be fun to go on a date to a spa. We gotta be back by 9 o'clock, so this gives us like 6 hours. So let's go ahead and go on Cupid's Corner, because I feel like we'll have some new date options. So let's go ahead and refresh our matches and see if we have anyone fun. I'm thinking I may want to do a female for this date, since we haven't had a proper date with a female. Oh, we're not dating Sheldon. I love Sheldon, but I don't think that's gonna work. Oh, but Pocahontas. No, I love Pocahontas. Let's see. I said I was looking for a female. Liberty is cute, but I don't know if she's really my vibe. I'm thinking Pocahontas. I mean, I loved Pocahontas growing up, so I feel like a modern Pocahontas would be a cute date. So let's ask to create a date with her. So let's make it a romantic date, because I do want to woo in a sauna, because that is the soul's journey. So let's be romantic, friendly, and woohoo. Physical intimacy. I don't think there's any like spa activities. I mean, there's exercise, but I don't want to do that. Maybe we can dance and save the moment. So let's go ahead, and then from here, I would like to choose a spa. Yeah, the only one I have is in Willow Creek. So let's go ahead and head to this one. Alright, so we are at the spa, and I think the first thing I want to do is actually, one, make sure there's a sauna, because I actually haven't been to the spa to confirm that. There it is. Okay, it was just downstairs. I didn't realize there was a downstairs. Okay, we're good. We're good. So let's go ahead and find the changing room where the robes are. Is it the lockers? Okay, yeah. Let's go ahead and change into our robe. Of course, she's going to get on the computer. That's a little rude. That's a little rude. Okay. But we can make small talk by talking about photos. I'll check off both of those. So let's be friendly and have small talk. Talk about photo filters. Maybe we can friendly small talk. Ask about her day. Oh, she wants to take a photo with her. Like, selfie time. Let's go ahead and camera. Take a photo with Pocahontas. There we go. Give that picture of us for the scrapbooks. There we go. And then, let's see. It wants us to talk about woohoo. I don't know if we should talk about woohoo this early. Small talk. Discuss woohoo in books. Okay, I guess that's a little less awkward. And then maybe we can romance her and just have a little flirt and see how it goes. We won't do anything too crazy. We'll do a little flirt and compliment her appearance to see how she takes it. And then maybe we can friendly small talk about photo subjects. So it wants us to talk about photos. But real quick, we are at a spa, so I did want to actually get some spa stuff done. So I can't like force her to come down here and get a massage, but I can maybe like go here together and then ask for a massage. So we could perhaps get a deep tissue massage, and I don't mind Edwin doing it. So let's go ahead and ask him to perhaps, oh, apparently we can't just go there with our date first. Apparently he has to come to us. So let's fast forward this. Let's ask him for a massage. You know, relax before our first shift at work, and then maybe we will meet up with her afterwards for a little bit more flirting. Our butler is calling. Oh, to tell us that she thinks the guy we hooked up with last night is a good pair for me while I'm on a date with another girl. That's a little rude. That's a little rude. Okay, but let's get this massage real quick and then we'll get back to our date. She wants to have some light intimacy and some woohoo, and she wants to talk about dancing. So let's go ahead and get this picture of us getting a massage from this little fairy elf plant sim type sim. I know I made him, but I can't remember if he's just a plant sim or if he's a fairy and his wings aren't showing. I legit don't remember. I remember I made him for an Enchanted by Nature video though. But let's go ahead and hopefully the massage won't last too much longer because I'm already a little tired of watching this. Let's go ahead and finish this up, please. This guy's just like randomly walking in here and changing while we're in here. A little weird, Nigel, but I will take it. And yeah, she feels very relaxed after that. And now let's go ahead and find our date. Oh, we have a negative relationship with Edwin after that. That's a little awkward. Well, I don't want to interrupt her doing yoga. I feel like that would be rude. Well, I guess if she's going to do yoga, we could do something else. Maybe we could go up here. And we already had a body massage. So maybe we could get our toes done. We could request a pedicure from Nina. Let's get a pedicure from Nina. I feel like she would do good as a pedicurist, but we do only have like less than 2 hours before our first shift. Oh no, I didn't realize that. Well, let's hurry up with the pedicure and then maybe we will real quick. Oh no, I didn't realize how late this. Oh yeah, this is not good. Okay, hold on. I may not let her finish. Because it's going to take a while. Okay, sorry. I know, like, I pretty much am just pretending she got the pedicure, but we got photos saying that we did. All right, let's go back to Pocahontas. Lock camera on. She's still doing yoga. Can you not? Because I do want to actually woohoo you before I have to go to work. We're just going to be like straightforward. Be like, look, we don't have long before I have to go to work. I would really like to maybe woo you a little bit. I mean, literally like woohoo you. We could have some light physical intimacy. Maybe we can embrace her. Once we get the first 10 interactions, I think we'll be good. Oh, look at us. We're going to hug her. And then let's have our first kiss with Pocahontas. Oh my goodness. I feel like my childhood fantasies are coming true. Even though she's in a pink workout wear. That's a little weird for her. And then we can maybe... Oh no, we have 10 minutes. Okay. I really like you and I would like to woohoo you real quick. So let's perhaps woohoo with Pocahontas. Okay. I don't want to miss our first shift, but I'm still going to do a live stream. We're going to go to work after this. Like, I can go straight home after this. We're just going to be a little late. We'll go to work straight after this. Yes, we are a steamy relationship. All right, let's go ahead and woo her before the date ends. And then we got to go straight to work. So let's get this picture of us woohooing Pocahontas. Oh my goodness. There we go. We're going to go ahead and check off the woohoo. So if it ends, we still have the gold date. I mean, we still have that. Where's calling us? Okay, we got to go to work. We got to go to work after this. Wow, y'all are taking a while. Come on. There we go. All right, thank you. We're going to end the date early. Good spa date. I really appreciate it. I got to go work. Bye. Oh my God. It literally canceled work, even though like we don't get off of work till 11. I clicked go to work and it's now saying work in 23 hours. Well, you know what? We're going to do our job either way because we can still live stream and get our entrepreneur skill up. So let's go ahead and change into this outfit and then we will go ahead and live stream. We'll just say that we're at work. Like, it doesn't matter that it's saying we're not at work. We're still going to have our first day of work. So let's go ahead and perhaps teleport up here, and then we will do a live stream. Considering that we're a live streamer, I feel like we should be able to control our hours a little bit better. But, you know, this is fine. This is fine. Technically, it says one day at work we made $1. Yeah, so for some reason, since we weren't at home as soon as we were supposed to be, by the time we got home, even though it wasn't even an hour later, it was technically too late, I guess. Or I guess it just glitched it out. I don't know. But we're going to say she's at work. I'm going to go ahead and check it off. Okay, do live stream. And maybe she can, since she took the time to be late, could just go ahead and do the entrepreneur skill, and then we'll eat before we go to bed. But we can get the entrepreneur skill up to level 2, so when we do work tomorrow, we can go ahead and get that promotion. But let's go ahead and get the entrepreneur skill up before we go to sleep. We do need to go ahead and eat breakfast, or dinner, sorry. It's 2 a.m., so. But we reached entrepreneur skill level 2, and I think the live stream literally doesn't end until you end it. Alright, but let's see if there is any food Ari laying out. Yes, what did she make this time? Chicken. Oh my goodness. Well, at least she's a good cook. At least she's a good cook. Oh wait, hold on. Both our animals are here. Hold on, real quick. Let me pet you and kiss you before I go get my food. And then we'll go get food because, you know, animals more important. Okay, grab serving. The bird's not there for us to play with, unfortunately. We got our attention for Gerard. We got some attention for Mally. And then let's go ahead and perhaps come down here and grab our food. Practice magic just a little bit. Maybe we could just practice a little bit of practical magic. If we're going to be up late for most nights, I kind of want to get in the habit of sleeping in a little bit. So I don't mind if we could just practice some magic, practical magic real quick until like basically we have to pee. We're going to go outside to do it. But just go ahead and practice magic a little bit. I know you're tired, but I think it would be good for us to work on our magic skill. Maybe we can get that shot. Okay, we worked on practical magic. We discovered the spell of Scrubberoo. Perfect. Okay, but now let's go ahead, and I think after a long day, we are going to take a bath and use the restroom, and then I'll go ahead and send my sim to sleep. So I think we're probably going to end the episode here, you guys. Next episode, we'll start when my sim wakes up in the morning, and we will maybe start on making some new soul journey goals. And then also we will definitely have that party. Let's see, next episode, I feel like we could probably have a party like Thursday. We could play Tuesday through Thursday and have a party at like the end of the episode right before we have work. I feel like that would be good, and we can work on that goal. And then the next episode will be all about like a Halloween type themed episode. So I feel like that will be pretty good for us. But guys, I'm going to end this episode here. I hope you are enjoying this new little mini series of me completing my soul's journey, since I'm trying to, you know, bring some new content onto my channel. And there will be more videos, Sims and non-Sims, coming soon, so keep an eye out for those. But for now, thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and do all that awesome stuff, because you guys are awesome people. I'll see you next time. Alright, bye!